Well, it's time to go to work. All right, let's go find my uniform. What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. In this video, we're going to go over a player that is actually a huge part of the Atlanta Falcons offense, and let alone a huge part of the Atlanta Falcons team right now. But for some reason, a lot of people seem to keep him out of the conversation when they talk about this whole team in general. They always talk about Matt Ryan and Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley, Arthur Smith, Grady Jarrett. Nobody's talking about Russell Gage and how he actually could have a big breakout season in 2021. And in this video, we're going to go over why he will break out in 2021 starting right now. Reason number one on why Russell Gage will break out in 2021 is because he will be given more reps and more opportunities from Matt Ryan now that Julio Jones is gone. And not that Russell Gage wasn't given opportunities with Julio Jones in the game, but I think it's safe to say that now that Julio Jones is gone, pretty much all of the receivers on the Falcons are given a little bit more of an opportunity to grow and get more passes from Matt Ryan. And especially for Russell Gage, he will step in as the wide receiver number 2 on this team, which is huge. Every team needs a good wide receiver number 2. Calvin Ridley is great. He is the wide receiver number 1 for this team, but he will not always be open. Kyle Pitts is a great player, but at the same time, keep in mind he is a rookie. Is he always going to be open? We will just see. So Matt Ryan is going to want to look for that wide receiver number 2. Russell Gage is going to have a big prove it year to prove he should be the wide receiver number 2 in the near future. The more practice he gets, the better he will get. So the more passes Matt Ryan throws to Russell Gage, I don't know, maybe the more he breaks out in 2021. The second reason on why he could break out in 2021 is because what better offense to work with and develop and grow with than the Atlanta Falcons offense? Not only does he have a quarterback named Matt Ryan who has a good history of developing no-name receivers. Look at what he did to Harry Douglas in Atlanta. He made Harry Douglas get a name for himself. Taylor Gabriel was a nobody until he joined the Atlanta Falcons in 2016. Austin Hooper wasn't really even all that good after he left the Atlanta Falcons, really. And Olamide Zaccheaus is actually kind of making a name for himself. So it's just a lot of these receivers. Some Falcons fans even argue that Roddy White wasn't even a good receiver until Matt Ryan came in. So who's to say that Russell Gage, as let's be real, if you're not a Falcons fan, Russell Gage is kind of a no-name receiver. Not a lot of people know of him. He could make a big name for himself with a quarterback that can make a receiver get a name for himself. He's also working with a head coach named Arthur Smith, and assuming he is as good as advertised, he's working with a coach that is known to work with really good receivers and develop them, like A.J. Brown with the Tennessee Titans, and Corey Davis with the Titans did some good things as well. So he's working with a quarterback and a head coach that really think alike, and they could really utilize his skill set there. And not to mention that he's going to be alongside Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, and Hayden Hurst, who are very good receivers. And I know Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst are tight ends, but they catch balls. So they can still give Russell Gage some tips and tricks on how to catch the ball or whatnot. You get what I'm trying to say. He's working alongside some great players to grow and develop from. And the last reason on why Russell Gage will break out in 2021 is because he was kind of on the verge of breaking out last year anyway. Because last year, statistically, he had 72 receptions for 786 yards, which was getting close to 1,000 yards for the season and 4 touchdowns. Heck, he was even used on some gadget plays where he could play quarterback a little bit. So, like I said, kind of going back to reason number 1, now that Julio Jones is gone, who's to say that Russell Gage can't get 1,000 yards for the season and get much more touchdowns than he did in 2020? And get a little more gadget plays now that we have a better offensive coordinator. And I know Arthur Smith is not technically the offensive coordinator, but he kind of is for the Falcons. Let's be real, Arthur Smith should be a better offensive coordinator than Dirk Cutter was. So yeah, we'll see if Arthur Smith can utilize Russell Gage in some gadget plays and put him in at quarterback or whatnot. We'll just see. But those are my reasons. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Other than that, I will see you guys with a video this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support. And as always, rise up.